as many performance-oriented DBAs, look at different counters, et cetera, one of the things they really look at when it comes to storage is latency. And this is a high-performance box, so what type of latencies do we usually see with this Zebi array?
Right. Well, to start, let's contrast that to what you might see in other mid-market products.
Okay.
And in that instance, you might see something in the realm of anywhere from 10 to 50 to 300 millisecond latencies. Now, what do you expect to see in a Zebi array? 1 to 10 milliseconds latencies for your throughput. So that makes a tremendous user experience difference for the consumers of the applications that are pounding against SQL Server itself. And it also imparts another possibility for the managers of IT departments, and that is in the context of when they're faced with acquisition of new compute hardware. And essentially, you have the capacity then, in large part, you don't need to have that many CPU cores. For instance, in our fast-track data warehouse, my experience was we got latencies between 1 and 10 milliseconds for a data warehouse workload.
That's fast.
And all we needed was a mid-level CPU with 8 cores each, only 2 of those. So you have the capacity to, again, even reduce your costs of your licensing for all applications if they're licensed by socket or by core.
So with lower latency, then we're not waiting to do more work. We can actually do more work in less time,
Yes.
and therefore potentially we could also lower our overall core count depending on the situation.
Depending on the situation, there are some SQL Server workloads that are highly compute intensive. They might very well still need higher core counts. But depending on that's a unique workload also.
True.
Most people may not be faced with that, and that's wherein they can entertain the possibility of a lower core count CPUs.
Rick Hygas, SQL Server MVP, Scalability Experts.
Larry Chestnut, Senior Architect, Scalability Experts.